How's this feel?
Forgiveness is what makes the world go around.
Right.
And when we forgive, we keep moving. We shake it off, that hurt, but I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna go to work today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna love people today. I mean, having a closed heart sucks, bro. And like, you can wish someone well, maybe don't have them close to you anymore because they keep disrespecting you, they keep belittling you. But like, forgive them, send them on their way, and God will bring people to you that are supposed to be in your life.
Hi, Ben.
Hi.
So today Benny is hosting a class inspired by the new Rare Beauty fragrance. When you smell the scent, where does it transport?
I don't think I'm allowed to say where it transports. I love, honestly, that was the thing. Remember when we were promoting the album and I was like, I love this thing, it's not out yet. I want you guys are gonna lose your mind when you have it. Oh, I don't know if one of the things I wear is out yet. Okay. When she's gone, I spray it all over me so I can remind myself of her while she's got it. It's terrible.
It's so cute.
You should reconsider if you believe you know. Selena Gomez, one of pop culture's biggest stars, has been subtly shadowed by a profound despair behind the glitter of platinum records and red carpets. Her life narrative has all the magic, heartache, and suffering of a contemporary fairy tale. However, a closer glance reveals a young woman who has survived hardships that would have destroyed anyone else. Selena Gomez's life is unexpectedly depressing. A voyage through love, grief, and an unwavering quest for recovery. Selena Gomez's rise to prominence started early. Before she'd even learnt to drive, Cass was catapulted into the spotlight as a young child on Barney and Friends. A passport to admiration and adventure, the desire of celebrity is enticing to many. It was both a blessing and a curse for Selena. By the time she was cast in a major Disney, Selena was already well known because of Channel's Wizards of Waverly Place. Millions of people looked up to her as the face of a generation. Every move she made was observed and copied, but as she would later show, fame is a double-edged sword. It draws praise as well as criticism. Selena also had to grow up with everyone observing and criticizing her at every turn. Behind the scenes, Selena was already under a great deal of stress. She previously admitted, "I was just thrown into this, and I didn't know what I was doing." They suffered from the early loss of privacy, the unrelenting schedule, and the continual demand to be flawless. She was cracking beneath the surface, even as she grinned for the cameras. What does it mean to set an example for others before you're even an adult? It meant Selena had to live up to standards that no adolescent should have to. She was dubbed America's sweetheart by the media, a title that didn't allow for any shortcomings or errors. Every error was highlighted, every flaw examined. The Disney machine is infamous for its capacity to make kids into international celebrities. However, it rarely gets them ready for the fallout. The adult years, when everyone demands the same purity and perfection, Selena's sense of worth, self-image, and personal life were all impacted by the expectation to be flawless. She couldn't shake the idea that she was always one mistake away from losing everything, even as she smashed records and won honors. Selena Gomez's intermittent romance with music sensation Justin Bieber has been the most prominent and traumatic period of her life. Yelena dominated the news for years. There was no denying their connection, but there was also a lot of pandemonium. The tabloids depicted every breakup and reconciliation, and paparazzi cameras recorded every tear. There was more to Selena's breakup with Justin than just a breakup. Her music, public character, and private life were all affected by this grief. "Lose You to Love Me" was more than just a popular song. It was an honest admission of love lost and the suffering that persisted for a long time. As Justin went on to wed Hailey Baldwin, the entire globe watched. While everything was going on, Selena was left to pick up the pieces in front of everyone. She appeared to say, "It's over," not only to him, but also to the heartbreaking period of her life. However, the split wasn't the end of the suffering. Long after their breakup, Selena was plagued by the public obsession with Justin. Every public appearance and each romance were examined for indications of lingering heartbreak. She felt trapped in a story from which she was anxious to break free, as if the universe would not let her move on. Selena's world became more limited after Justin. During her fight with lupus, she relied on friends like Francis Risa, who famously gave Selena her kidney. Their relationship appeared to be unshakable, demonstrating the strength of friendship. Under trying times, however, friendships too had their share of difficulties. Selena's already turbulent existence was made more dramatic by reports of falling outs and reconciliations that made headlines. The people conjectured about secrets and betrayals because they were ravenous for rumors. In actuality, Selena was just having trouble finding stability in a society where trust was difficult to establish and quickly lost. Then came Benny Blanco, a fresh romance that was met with skepticism as well as hope. Fans were quick to examine a relationship, searching for indications that the past would recur. Was Benny only a new chapter, a name to be mentioned in upcoming elections? Or was he the enigmatic healer? Did Selena need it? Someone to assist her in healing the scars from the past? As if fame and heartache weren't enough, Selena has also experienced severe health issues. She disclosed in 2015 that she had been diagnosed with lupus, a potentially fatal autoimmune condition. She had to cancel tours and take extended vacations from the spotlight as a result of the illness. She eventually had a kidney transplant after undergoing chemotherapy. However, the world continued to watch as she battled for her life. There were rumors circulating. Was she receiving treatment? Did she have an addiction? Selena had to repeatedly explain that her struggle was with illness rather than controversy. The genuine suffering she was going through was frequently eclipsed by the public's desire for drama. Mental health issues quickly ensued. Selena has been candid about her battles with depression and anxiety. She even checked herself into treatment facilities to get assistance. She said, "My self-esteem was shot." The candor was pleasant, but it also showed how profound her suffering was. She was now in danger of being completely destroyed by the very renown that had elevated her to stardom. Selena Gomez became the most followed woman on Instagram, a distinction that seems amazing until you understand the weight it holds in a world where likes and followers are everything. Each post turned into a headline. Every comment was analyzed. For Selena, social media was a cause of great suffering, as well as a lifeline to her fans. For her own emotional well-being, she has talked of removing the app from her phone. She has acknowledged that the unrealistic expectations and ongoing, quote, criticism that accompany internet celebrity are poisonous. She battled the pressure to portray a flawless existence, which was actually anything but, even as she used her platform to interact with admirers. Despite everything, Selena has made an effort to find meaning in her suffering. With songs that address vulnerability and survival, her music has evolved into a healing medium. Millions of people found solace in lyrics like "I needed to lose you to love me," which mirrored their own hardships. She has utilized her position to promote kindness, empathy, and self-acceptance, and her unique beauty company supports mental health projects. Selena has refused to hide behind a polished facade and has been extremely open about her hardships in interviews and public appearances. By doing this, she has authorized others to follow suit, to be open about their suffering and their path. To recovery, it's over, she declared, bringing an end to a period of heartache, examination, and melancholy. However, Selena Gomez's narrative is hardly one of failure. It's a tale of resiliency about a young woman who has experienced more than her fair share of sadness, but who keeps rising above it. There's a survivor behind the smile. Behind the celebrity is a fighter, and behind the heartache is a heart that, in spite of everything, keeps getting better. The intricacy of the human experience is demonstrated by Selena's path, how happiness and suffering may coexist. The ability of hope to endure in the most dire circumstances. Therefore, if you've ever experienced loneliness in your challenges,